guys, and welcome back to another video.
Hello everyone. I guess we are starting off this vlog a little bit early. It is currently Sunday evening. I just got back home from doing an easy shift. I will explain all of that tomorrow. But on my way home, I found a puppers sitting by the highway, like real close to the highway. I was really afraid he was going to run into the highway. He was just like a few streets down, not a few streets down. He was close to my street and sitting in a parking lot for a nail salon, like really close to the highway. And when I went to go like see if he would come to me, I was afraid he was going to dart into the highway. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. I've got my garage door opened up so we can kind of air out in there right now, so hopefully it cools down, because I'm not going to bring him in my house because I don't know if he's vaccinated. He's clearly neutered. He looks like someone tried to shave him and give him a groom. He's not the prettiest looking right now. Anyways, he looks like he's decently well taken care of. Just a lost little guy, but I don't want to bring him into my house and expose him to all of my animals when I don't know, you know, if he's vaccinated and all that stuff. So he's going to stay in my garage tonight, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to take him to the Humane Society. But between now and then, I'm going to post him on some local Facebook groups, and maybe his owners will see him, because he does have a collar, but it doesn't have tags. So there's that. But I thought we'd go ahead and get things started. Good morning. It is Monday. Levi is eating breakfast, so I'm feeding him. I made him a bowl of oatmeal, but he's not wanting it. He only wants the banana, so, because the oatmeal I put in his mouth and he's spitting it right back out and trying to make a mess with it. So I'm just like, nope, we'll put that aside. We'll try it again tomorrow. But he's all about this banana right now. Anyway, the little dog last night that I found, his owners contacted me at like 11 o'clock at night. They said his name was Benny, and they wanted to come pick him up. So they came and got him last night. So all is well that ends well. The one thing that we figured out or found out yesterday that I didn't talk about in last week's vlogs is that I have a bald spot now. And it's scary because, like, I don't know what exactly has caused this. I don't know if it's going to get worse. I don't know if it's going to grow back. And it just has me really freaking out. I'll insert a picture, but it's pretty much like right back here on the back of my head. I cover it okay with my hair being up. That's fine. But if my hair is down and I move a certain way and the hair moves, it's very, very visible. So I guess I'm going to be wearing my hair up a lot here for a while. And the thing that has me a little bit nervous about wearing it up is I've heard that when you wear your hair up too often, that can cause hair loss as well. So I don't know. I might have to get some, like, you know, those big claw clips and just spin my hair up like that and clip it. But my husband noticed it yesterday when we were out driving around. And yeah, I have a bald spot, and it's bigger than a quarter. It is every bit of golf ball size, I would say. It's a substantially large spot. I was talking to one of my friends last night. She has a channel here on YouTube. It's Tara Loves Mac. I'll leave a link to her channel down below if you want to go check her out. But I was talking to her last night, and she said that, you know, it could be postpartum hair loss, which I've heard of that, but I've always heard of it being like right here along the sides of the front, which I didn't have any of that with Levi. And plus, I'm like almost a year out. Levi's going to be a year old next month, so I didn't know that it could happen, you know, after a year. You know, so I don't know. Then I messaged my hairstylist, and she said she thinks, and I will probably pronounce this wrong, but she thinks it's called alopecia. I'm probably saying it wrong. But it's a type of a hair loss where the body attacks the hair follicles. The hair will grow back if that's the problem. It might come in white, and it can be caused by stress, which I've been under a lot of stress lately dealing with that lawsuit. If you guys haven't watched my previous vlogs, I'm being sued by a debt collector, and I was extremely stressed out about that, and we now have the money for it. We're just waiting for the courts to tell us how to pay it. So I'm not really stressed out about that anymore, but I have other things in collections, so I've been really worried about getting sued by them. And I started donating plasma, and I was really stressing out about donating plasma because I didn't know how I was going to go, and any kind of medical procedure just kind of stresses me out up until it happens. So I was really stressed about doing that, and then I did it, and it was no big deal. It was really easy. I'm actually going back again today. So that happened, and then over the weekend, last week, no, really it wasn't the weekend, it was last week, my aunt came out from Texas and stayed with us, and we took her back to Indianapolis because she had an Airbnb in Indianapolis. And I explained everything in that vlog, but we went down there, and I don't do well driving in downtown Indianapolis. It's just too claustrophobic for my liking. The streets and stuff are just too tight, and it's a really busy city. I'm used to smaller towns and more space on the road. And I actually had a panic attack while driving. I was getting stressed out going to her Airbnb, but on the way back after dropping her off and trying to get home, we didn't necessarily get lost, but like our GPS was acting up, and I don't know, it was just stressful. So many people, I had several people almost hit me, and I went into more detail in last week's vlog if you want to go check it out, but I ended up having an actual panic attack, and I started sobbing, and we had to pull over on the side of the road. It wasn't the side of the road. We pulled into a Walmart parking lot, and this child is just mushing his bananas. I don't think he's very hungry. You're supposed to eat it. Eat it. Don't play with it. You're making a mess. I'm not giving you more until you eat what's on your tray. Yeah. There you go. In the mouth. So, anyways, yeah, I had a panic attack, pulled over, and Mike took over and drove us home from there. And I should have just had him drive from the get-go, but I like to be in control. I like to drive, just because I've had some really bad accidents, and those accidents have caused the stress while driving. And in areas that I know, like, I'm a really good driver and it's not a problem, but areas that I don't know very well, like, I get stressed out easy, and I get disoriented, and I feel like everything's just coming in on me. So that happened, and so I don't know, but I'm guessing that it was, can I talk? Eat it, don't mush it. No. Don't tell me no. You're having a hard time picking it up? Is that why you're mushing it? Oh, there you go. You got it. So, I don't know if it was a stress-related issue that caused my hair to fall out, or the other thing my hairstylist suggested is that it could be a thyroid condition, and I should probably go to the doctor and get blood work done. Which just amounts to one more bill that we have to pay. But if it's a thyroid condition, I obviously don't want to let that go untreated. So I have to make an appointment today to go get my thyroid looked at. But today I can't go in because I am donating plasma at 11:40. And then I have a couple of easy shifts to do that I'd really like to get done. And as I mentioned last night, I would explain that. So an easy shift is an app that you can download, and they have store audits. They pay anywhere from like $2 to upwards of $20. They're typically on the low end between $2 and $5. It's very, very rare that you see that's up to $20. It's easy money, but it's time consuming, and so sometimes it doesn't feel like it's really worth doing the job that you're doing. But I'm trying to take every option possible to make as much money as possible, which means I also need to call the newspaper about the delivery route that I applied for. I'm hoping that's something I can take Levi with me with, or with me for. We've got some down here, buddy. So yeah, it's just a really easy app. Anyone can download it and try to do it. I did 2 of them yesterday, so probably made about $10. First one I did was like $4.88, and the second one I'm not sure how much they're paying me. I haven't got back on the app to look. And the ones I have today, one is for like $5, I think, and the other one's for $11. So it's doubtful that I'll make the full amount on either of those, because the way this thing works is like you're doing an in-store check for certain displays, or I have to clean you, baby. You made a giant mess. You're also checking for products, and if they don't have a certain display or they don't have a certain product, then you make less money, which I think is bullshit, because it's not your fault that they don't have it, but that's how it works. So if you can find all of the products and all of the displays, then you get the full amount offered. But yeah, so that's what's going on today. I can't go to the doctor tomorrow because I have a dog coming over to get groomed tomorrow. And then Wednesday I was supposed to have my cousin come over and hang out with the kids, and she has some hand-me-down things for Levi. And I really hate to reschedule her because I had to reschedule the dog grooming and hanging out with her. So I'll probably try to make my doctor appointment for Thursday. Do you want to try another bite of oatmeal, buddy? You gonna eat that? Yeah. So that's just kind of like what's going on. My hair's falling out. Fantastic. I have a bald spot at 27. Fantastic. It might come back in white. Fantastic. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later on. So I just got back home from donating plasma. It's a really pretty day out, but there's like this giant gray cloud over my house. Everywhere else is blue skies. Just over my house is a giant gray cloud. Oh, my house and the neighbors, but it looks like it's moving on its way, so I don't think it's gonna rain on us. But yeah, I just got done donating plasma. This was my second donation. Everything went really well. I found out that I have to get my finger pricked every time I go in so they can test my blood for that day, which sucks because I swear the finger prick is the most painful. Like, note to self, don't ever get diabetes. Like, I couldn't handle having my finger pricked on a daily basis. That freaking hurts. It hurts. That's probably like the worst part of the whole thing. Like, getting the actual needle put in for like the whole IV stuff, like, it's not a big deal. It's a little pinch, but it's not a big deal. That freaking little jab in the finger though, like, that's painful. And that's one that like lasts with you. Like, the getting the needle put in is like a pinch, but like it goes away immediately after. That needle stick though in the finger freaking hurts. But yeah, finished donating plasma. This was my second go with it. Everything went really well. I plan on filming a video tonight just talking about the plasma donation experience and like how everything works, just in case anybody's interested. And Mike had to go to Ohio this week. We didn't know if he would or not this morning, because last week they were like talking about it. They were like, maybe you'll go to Ohio, maybe you won't. We don't know. We'll tell you by Friday. And nothing was said by Friday, so Mike just assumed he wasn't going to Ohio. So he went into work today, and at 8 o'clock, because he was in at 7, and at 8 o'clock when everybody else got into work, they told him that he was going to Ohio. So he came home and he packed a bag and left, which sucks because I hate having him gone. But on the other hand, he'll get a $250 bonus, which would completely pay off one of my bills in collections. And then after Friday, which I need to go in and make an appointment for Friday to donate plasma another time, I'll have made $140, so that'll pay off another bill that I have in collections, which will leave me with a $79 bill and then a $2,000 bill, which will have to be handled, we're hoping, at tax time if I don't get sued between now and then. And we'll just pay the whole thing off when we get our tax return. I don't know that I want to donate plasma long term, because it can scar your arms and stuff, and like, it's not fun. It's not painful. The needle prick is painful, but overall it's not painful, but I don't love doing it, you know? It's not like super enjoyable, but we'll see. But I definitely have to make my third appointment for Friday, because you get like, if it's your first time donating and you bring in this coupon, then you come in, after your first 3 donations, you'll make $140. So definitely need to go in Friday, and then after that I'll probably drop down to doing it once a week, which I'll have to anyways because they are low on their anticoagulant. And that's what they told me is like, you know, you'll get to come in your first 3 times back to back. Whereas back to back as you can get, pretty much you have to have like a 48-hour period in between your donations. So I did it last Friday. I'm doing it today, which is Monday, and I'm going to do it again this coming Friday. And then I'll probably get myself signed up to, I'll just be able to come once a week anyways, just because they're low on anticoagulant. It won't be until the middle of July that they should be back in order where people can come in twice a week. Anyways, I'm tired and I'm hungry, and I think we're going to be going to lunch with my parents, so I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Just thought I'd do a little bit of a check-in here. I just listed all of Levi's 0 to 3 month summer clothes on the garage sale site, so hopefully those sell pretty quickly, but I'll show you everything I'm listing. It's hard to go through his baby stuff. I'm like, oh my god. Like, some of these things I love. Like, seriously, most of them he only wore like once or twice because he had so much. Like, it was insane because my cousin kept all of her son's clothes when he was little, and she's still giving us hand-me-downs. So, like, Keisha, thank you so much. But she gave us like all of her son's hand-me-downs, and then of course we bought a lot of clothes for him, and he got a lot of clothes at the baby shop. Well, to be honest, we didn't buy a ton. We are now that he's getting older and he has less hand-me-downs, but he got a lot at baby shower. We only had one baby shower, but he got a lot at the baby shower. His grandmas like to buy him clothes, so he's always getting new outfits from them. And then we got all of Jackson's hand-me-downs, along with some of one of my other cousins' kids' hand-me-downs, and some of Mike's siblings' kids' hand-me-downs. So he just had so much stuff that, like, he hardly had a repeat outfit. I think I made sure all of these got worn at least twice. And that's kind of sad, because this isn't everything that he had for 0 to 3 months. He's got more in the basement that is more fall-ish type clothes, like, I think this is pretty much all his onesies that I'm not keeping, because there's some that I am keeping. This is everything I'm not keeping in the onesies department, but he had a lot more pants. Those I put back for selling in the fall. Right now I've only got his shorts. He only had like 3 pairs of shorts, but it's just like, it's nuts. So I've got like 24 0 to 3 month pieces of clothing here. I'm looking at all of it, but I'll go ahead and turn it around and let you guys see everything that I just listed. So here's his baby clothes. Well, the 0 to 3 month stuff. I already sold all the newborn items that we're not keeping, so we're just heading into the 0 to 3, and then I need to get out his 3 to 6 months to sell. But all these cute little ones. Grandpa's Best Catch. I love this one. Pick Me Up, Sweetheart. I love older chicks. Adorable. I love this one too. This is one of my favorites. This is I Still Live With My Parents. Built Tough. Little like polo. Ladies, I Have Arrived. Plain shirt. My Dad's Man. This one I love. It says, I was up all night. 3 babies liked this. Babyface commented, me too. Stars. Mommy's Favorite Little Dude. Another sports one. Plain one. Another polo. Plain one. Dinosaurs. Plain one. A Purdue shirt. And then I'm So Good Looking. I'm Always Getting Picked Up. And then all 3 pairs of his shorts. So yeah, everything is listed. And I'm asking $24. That makes everything almost $1 a piece because there's 25 items. I just rounded up because I don't want to deal with like pocket change and all that stuff. So that's almost $1 a piece. I think that's a pretty good deal, especially for all those onesies, because to buy them all new, they'd have been anywhere from like $5 to probably like, I don't know, $10+ just depending, because baby clothes is expensive. So oh, Mike just sent me a text. He said that the hotel that he is staying at has a water park hooked to it. So I wasn't planning on going to Ohio this trip, but maybe I'll make an exception. And go to a water park. Did you guys see that? I just like splashed water. So anyway, yeah, not a whole lot going on tonight. I don't know if I'm going to go do those easy shifts or not. I probably should, but I'll take Levi with me. The last 2 I went and did, I had Mike with me. I feel like things are looking thinner here too. I don't know. I think I'm just paranoid now because I've got that one spot in the back of my head where I've lost hair. I never made my doctor appointment. I need to do that. I don't know. I've got a dog coming tomorrow to get groomed. I don't know when I can make an appointment, like maybe for next week, because if I go to the water park, because tomorrow I've got a dog to groom, and then I'm supposed to hang out with my cousin on Wednesday, and we have, what do you call it, story time on Wednesday, and I really want him to go, because I really want him to be able to get the double points towards getting a prize. So I don't know, like maybe we could pack up Wednesday evening and head to Ohio, and then come back Friday, and give us like a day there or something like that, because it's like a 4-hour drive to get there. I don't know, but yeah, I definitely have to groom that dog tomorrow. And every time I have like any kind of shedding, like here's like one little tiny hair, but every time I have any kind of shedding, I'm like, oh my god, there's more hair falling out. My mom came over, she's like, you need to stop stressing about stuff. I know she's right. I can't believe I have a freaking bald spot. Like, oh my god, like, how am I supposed to cover that? Like, I'm not a hairstylist kind of a person. Like, I'm a have it down or put it in a ponytail kind of a girl. Like, I don't style it, so I don't know. Figure out how to hide it. Like, from the front, I look fine. I look normal from the front. Kind of got some bags going on under here. But like back there is where it's at. It might be hidden right now because I have like a deeper part than normal trying to hide it. So I think it is covered with all my extra hair being flipped over there. I just can't believe I have a bald spot. Crazy. Good morning, everyone. I am in the office. It's a disaster as always because I've literally never gotten around to clean it. I swear every place Mike and I have lived, this is our third home, we've had one room that is just the junk room and literally full of shit that we don't use because we're pack rats. But we're clean pack rats because we like the rest of the house to look like we're tidy and organized. So one room turns into a shit show. Anyways, I've just been adulting today. It is Tuesday. I just called and paid off 2 of the debts that were in collections. One is the $1,200 debt that was with Walmart. Apparently I owed $13 actually. It was $1,378. I thought it was $12. So I called and I didn't really know what I was doing, so I didn't know the lingo, and I just said I wanted to make a payment of $1,200, or for the account on $1,200, and she's like, oh, so you want to settle the account for $1,200, because your account's $13, and I was like, yes. I guess I should have tried to go lower, like, maybe tried to do $1,000, but live and learn, I guess. I'll know for the next time, because there will be next time. I've got 3 more to go. But that one is paid off, so that's fantastic. Unfortunately, that one is kind of like a transfer of debt because we had to take out a loan for that, so we're paying on that, but it's no longer in collections. And then the other one was for the one that's going through the lawsuit, the one I'm getting sued over, which is like $632, and the lady told me if I went ahead and paid that one, then I would get a letter of something, I don't know, but I'd have to sign this letter and mail it back to them, and then no other legal actions would be taken against me. So I don't know if that means that they would just drop the lawsuit and I won't have to have court fees. I don't know, because when I asked the lady at the courthouse, I think Levi's getting ready for a nap. He also didn't eat much for breakfast, so he's probably getting hungry too. Anyway, I'm going to finish this real quick. The lady at the courthouse told me I would have court fees regardless. More than likely is what she said, is that I would probably still have court fees regardless. But the lady on this end said if I went ahead and paid it, then no other actions would be taken against me and pretty much the whole thing would be dropped. So I decided to go ahead and pay it and take the chance. So I will be getting a confirmation letter in the mail that states that I paid it, along with some other letter I got to sign and send back to them for their attorney's office. And then I also got a confirmation number, so, you know, both are paid. I got confirmations on both. I'll be getting confirmation letters in the mail pretty much for both, and then the one letter I have to send back to them. So that's good. Those are taken care of. What else did I do today? I made a doctor's appointment for Thursday to go look at that bald spot so I can get blood work done to see what's going on there. Hopefully it's just stress related. My mom looked at that spot yesterday and she said I already have hair starting to grow back. There's like stubble there. So that's good. And I can feel it now. Because the first day we noticed it, I was touching it and it didn't feel like there was like really any hair there at all. And now I can feel it, and there's like a little bit of stubble coming in. And my dad made fun of me. He's like, that's going to itch so bad when it starts growing back. Thanks, Dad. I've also found that if I have my hair in like a deeper part, it covers the spot. I mean, it's still kind of thin, but it covers, so that's good, because the way that I was parting my hair before, like, you could very blatantly see it. Well, I can't really see it in the mirror, but other people can see it. So, yeah, I got the doctor's appointment made for that. I went ahead and scheduled out 4 more plasma donations. So, after all of these plasma donations, I should have enough money to pay off my, I guess my second largest debt in collections now. Because my first largest debt now, because the other ones are paid off, I owe $2,000, a little over $2,000 actually, for a thing that I went to physical therapy for, that my insurance was all, oh, you're good for 60 days, don't worry about it. So I went, and then 2 years later, I find out that I went into collections, and I did owe money. But nobody sent me a letter, nobody gave me a phone call, nothing. And my mom had the same problem with this same place. So it shouldn't be a shock, but it ended up in collections. And that's been 3 insurances ago. Like, I don't even know how you go about, like, fighting that. So we're just going to, like, bite the bullet at tax time and pay it off. Hopefully I don't get sued between now and then. But, I think last year for tax time, I think we got, like, $3,000 back since we had Levi. And our accountant said that it should just, you know, kind of stay the same as far as what we get back. So we should be able to pay that off fully at tax time. And so that leaves me with a $79 account in collections, because I had 3 bills that fell through since having Levi. I don't really know how they got through the system, because what I was told was that once I set up a payment plan with the hospital for paying all of my medical bills, that everything would just go into an account that I would be paying on. Somehow 3 of these things fell through. I don't know how they didn't get added to the account, but they didn't. They're now in collections, and to my understanding, there's nothing left for the hospital to do about that. So I have to pay it. That's pretty much what it comes down to. So one of them is like 200 some odd dollars. The other one is like 100 some odd dollars. And then I have a $79 account. So after my Friday donation, I'll have $140 in my plasma monies. So I think I'm going to try to get up to like $200 in that card thing for donating plasma. And then I'll call and pay off the $200 one. Hopefully I can settle the account for like $200 and not have to worry about like the $39 or whatever. And then we'll just work our way down. But that's everything I've gotten done today, which I think is pretty good considering I hate calling and talking to people. I don't know, I always act like calling and talking to somebody is going to be like the most painful thing. Like they're going to yell at me and get mad. I think that just goes back to when I worked for a call center and everybody called me and they were pissed off. Like, I should recognize that as the customer calling in, the people on the other line are more afraid of me than I am of them, because they expect to be dragged through the mud, and it's like, it's not their fault, you know, like, it's not on them. They're just doing their job, and really it's on me because I'm the one that fucked up with everything. But, you know, even when I worked on the other end for Verizon, and I was doing the call center for Verizon, and people would call me mad about their accounts and just yelling and screaming and cussing and just like dragging me through the mud, and it's like, I'm just trying to pay my bills, you know, like, this is my job. I'm sorry that there's fuckery with your account, but like, it's not my fault, you know. Verizon's a freaking shady company. I'm sure all of the cell phone companies are shady, but just from working on my end of Verizon, I thought it was kind of shady, personal opinion. So, just after having that job, I hate making phone calls, especially business-related phone calls, because I am always afraid that the person on the other end is just going to be, like, yelling and screaming and mad at me, when in reality, it's quite the opposite, and I'm the one calling to make the payment, and so they're quite happy, and they're like, oh, here's a happy person calling to make a payment, and this is going to be, like, an easy phone call for me, and I'm not going to get yelled at and screamed at, and yet here I am on the other end that's like, they're going to yell at me for, like, asking to come down or something like that, you know, which was kind of nice. I mean, they did come down $378.58 on the Walmart account. But now that I know how easy it was, she's like, oh yeah, I'll see if we can get that approved for you. So now that I know that, I wish I would have been like, can I just settle the account for $1,000? Because we took out $1,200 for this account because I thought I owed $1,200. I guess I should have double checked. So I wish that I would have, asked if they'd have went for $1,000. Maybe I could have had, you know, well, no, I guess I didn't settle. They took $178 out because I paid $1,200 and I owed $1,378. So I guess they dropped $178 off. So I don't know, but maybe I should have still asked, be like, what's the lowest you can go on this? So I'm gonna have to ask with this next one. I'm gonna have to call in and be like, what's the lowest you can go on this? Yeah. So that's what's going on today. I have a dog coming over this afternoon to get groomed. I only charge $20 for a groom, but sometimes people pay me a little bit more. So I'm hoping this time she'll pay a little bit more, but I don't know if she will or not. The first time she did, the second time her husband paid and he just paid the 20. And so this is the third time I'm doing this dog, so we'll see. Hopefully she's the one that comes in, because the last time she paid me the 20 and then she tipped me a 10, so I got like 30 bucks. But I'm gonna take the money from this and I'm gonna put it towards collections. But I'm excited to like have those two bills just out of my life. Like they're done, they're over with, they're out of my life. It feels good. It feels good. So hopefully we can get the rest of these taken care of, and then next year I can work towards rebuilding my credit. That would feel pretty good. But yeah, that's just kind of what's going on today. So I'll check in with you a little bit later on. So Bella just came to hang out and get a shave. May I say hi, Bella? Bella, you can't see. You're all covered up. So we're going to shave her down, tin blade all over, and trim her up on her face. And I'll show you what she looks like when she's done. Are you going to look at the camera? Hi, girlfriend. Hi. And here is Miss Bella after. She is done and ready to go. She's over it. She's a good girl, but she was not feeling getting a groom today, so I don't think she turned out as good as she normally does. She was not letting me get in around the ears, so that was a struggle. Her feet, she didn't want to have messed with, so they don't look as good as they could look. But she's an old girl, and at this point in her life, it's more about comfort and making sure she's comfortable than it is about how pretty she looks. So I pushed her pretty good, but I didn't want to push her too hard today because, like, she is an older dog. If she was younger, if it was my dog, if it was my mom's dog, they're only a couple years old, like, they can take being made to stand on the table for longer times and being nitpicked over. But she's an older girl, and she's just ready for a break. She got a break, though. I mean, I did give her a break after her bath. I let her hang out, and I do shave her first. I know that at a proper grooming salon, she'd be bathed and blow-dried and then shaved. But I don't have all the proper equipment for that, and I just find it easier to shave first and then do a bath. So that's what I do. She does have a few wing things here and there where she just wasn't letting me get in. This armpit here on that side, she wouldn't let me shave it. So this armpit is shaved. This armpit, I got what I could get, but she just was not letting me in there. And they're just, you know, there comes a point in time where you can tell the dog is just over it and stressed, and you just got to call the groom off and say you did what you can do. So I did what I can do. I don't think she looks too bad overall. Typically, I think that it's more of a me thing, nitpicking, because I know what I'm looking for, and the owners just think their dog looks good. So hopefully that's the case. There are places where I would like to be more in-depth and get more like up in here. I would love to get up in those ears, but she is just like not letting me. I would love to have trimmed out more fur from in between her paw pads, but she's not letting me. Several different things. And of course, if I worked in a grooming salon with a partner, they could of course help me. They could talk to her and pet her while I do the dirty work, but it's just me. It's a one-man show. So sometimes it's hard to get in there and see. You can see with her back tail a second ago. And same place with some places on her ears. Like, I just don't have the proper blow dryer. I have an old blow dryer for doing this, so I can't get all the wing dings out and make her look super pretty. But we're gonna go ahead and get her off the table. You can see all the kinks and curls in her tail, and if I had a proper blow dryer, I could get all of that out. But yeah, so we're gonna get her off the table and call her mama to come and pick her up. Guys, I am so sad. Like, literally, I'm a little teary-eyed. My wax warmer just broke, and the reason I feel really sad about it, because I don't typically get like super sentimental over stuff, but the reason I feel sad about it is because, one, I like absolutely love using my wax warmer. I've used this thing for years, probably the last 3 years, I think, and maybe 4. But if you've watched any of my empties, I'm always like talking about wax melts I've used up. But the reason this was so special to me, even though it looks grody, it's got like melted wax on it, is because it was my grandma's, and it's the grandma who passed away. And my mom actually got this for her, and she loved it. And then when she passed away, it was given to me, and I loved it. And it's so stupid that I'm gonna cry over this. But it makes me sad. It's so stupid. I have another wax warmer that I had in the bathroom. It's much smaller, but I pulled it out to use for now. And then, there we go, I'm crying, actually. My cousin has started selling Sensei, whatever you call it. So I'll probably buy another wax warmer from her. Hopefully it's big, because the one I had in the bathroom was like really tiny. It was from like the Family Dollar or something like that. Which it'll work. It'll do just fine. I just won't be able to put as much wax melts in it. But I'll eventually buy another one. But this makes me so sad. Like, it's stupid, but it's just one of those little sentimental things. But, yeah, I'd taken the topper off, you put the wax in, and I'd put it in the freezer to harden the wax, which is what you can do if your wax isn't getting hard enough, and I'd done it 1,000 times over, like, the last 3 years. I've put that thing in the freezer countless times to harden wax, to get it out. And I went to open up the freezer door to take it out so I could swap out my wax cubes, and it fell out of the freezer and busted on the floor. And I'm really sad. But yeah, that's just pretty much it for today, I think.
Touch yourself. Lila, where's your tongue? Do this. Tap your knee. Lift your knee. Tap your knee. Alright, let's shake our bells real fast. Shake it. Shake it. Up high. Up high. Shake it. Shake down low. Shake. Side to side. Can you tap your hand? Tap your hand. Very good. Tap your elbow. Tap your elbow. Oh. And we shake our bells slow. Up high. Up high. Shake it high. Do this. Down low. Shake it low. Side to side. Shake to the side. Tap your belly. Tap your back. Alright, we gotta shake our bells really loud. Be really loud. Up high. Up high. Down low. Side to side. Oh, did your string fall off? No, there you go. Can you tap your nose? Touch nose. Tap your head. Alright, can you shake your bells quiet? Alright, you ready for crazy bells? Go crazy! Shake it crazy! Shake! Keep doing the circle shake. Circle. Jump up and down. Jump.
Good morning, everyone. It is a Wednesday, about 11 o'clock, so getting on to afternoon, I guess. But we just finished at story time. Levi really had fun today. They did boats, was what the theme was. So books about boats and tugboats and songs about boats and all that stuff. And I don't know if you can see it or not. He might have thrown it already. I think he's thrown it. But they made like little, well, he didn't make it in story time. The librarian made up little paper sailboats that were laminated and put on popsicle sticks, and he's been playing with it, and he got to take it home with him and keep it. All the kids did. But I think he's thrown it already. It's just a paper sailboat. But he's really been about dropped, you guys. He's really been enjoying it, just playing with it and stuff, and anything else happen at story time? I don't think so. But we don't have story time next week because of the 4th of July. So, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. But, anyways, we're going to head on home. I'm tired. I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. I did not think we'd make it to story time because I did not want to get out of bed. But we're going to head on home, let him play a little bit, and try to get him down for a nap by 11:30 because by 1:30 we are meeting up with my cousin and her kid, or her kids, just 2 of them, at the park so they can play, and then we're taking them all out for ice cream. So he needs a nap so he's not rotten. You gonna leave your Burger King hat on? Are you the king?
No.
No? Dada? Dada's in Ohio. We'll see him on Friday.
No.
We'll see Daddy on Friday.
Shredded cotton candy?
No.
Who wants some shredded cotton candy?
So we're at Scoops getting ice cream. We've got Jackson.
Say hi.
Hi!
And Keisha.
Hello.
What ice cream did you get? Oh, there with the
Cotton
napkins.
candy.
Cotton candy, and it's massive.
Yes.
We didn't think we'd be getting this much. I got an ice cream sundae for me and Levi. I got a medium. I wish I would have got a small.
Hey there.
You want to show us what you got, Jackson? What ice cream did you get?
I got
Orange sherbet.
Orange sherbet.
And today,
And you're ready for some, huh?
and today we're doing this of an iPad of the day of we hold a full ball of bee. Say bye bye.
Is that English?
No.
Are you gonna be YouTube famous?
Yes. I saw for the boss,
Is that from The Lion King?
yes.
Yes.
Shall I first and buy a feature for I back to the nerd video.
Do it, yeah.
Go ahead and say it.
Okay. Okay, so welcome back to the video.
So we're gonna go ahead and end today's portion of the vlog here. I'm currently waiting for my water to boil so I can make some macaroni and cheese. It's like 8:45 at night. It feels much later than that. I just finished filming a makeup tutorial for a blue smoky eye for the 4th of July. So I'll have that link down below if you want to go check it out. I've already taken all the makeup off. Good morning. It is Thursday. And today we're going to be going to the library because they are putting on an animal show. Don't ask me what that entails. I don't know. I will tell you as soon as I get that figured out. I don't know if it's going to be like a petting zoo or it's like where they bring out animals and talk about them. But Levi and I are going to go, so it's at like 10 o'clock. I just got out of the shower and I had like a lot of fallout. It makes me really nervous and really scared. But on the other hand, that's kind of normal for me when I don't wash my hair for like a long time. And I haven't washed my hair in a very long time because I had that bald spot up here on Sunday and I probably hadn't washed my hair since Friday. It was probably like on 2-day hair at that time, and we're up to Thursday, so I was almost like a week without washing my hair. But I was so afraid like I was gonna lose more hair, which I did have quite a bit of fallout, but I think a lot of that has to do with not washing my hair for so long, and it was like already, you know, falling out and just stuck in there, and then washing it just made it like, you know, come out. But I needed a washing, so I braved the shower and washed my hair. Thought I'd give you guys a real quick outfit of the day. I just have on one of Mike's old baggy t-shirts and a pair of shorts. So stylish, so trendy, so in. But yeah, I didn't film any earlier today because my phone actually cut off on me the last time I was talking to you guys. So yeah, we went to an animal show this morning. We should have skipped it. Levi really didn't do very well. I wasn't going to take him there originally, but then I took him to the dinosaur puppet show that they had a couple of weeks ago, and he did so well. And then I took him to the laser light show that they had, and he did really well with that. So I thought, okay, maybe he would like an animal show. He didn't. The show was really geared more towards older children, and I actually think the pamphlet said children of all ages. But yeah, he really wasn't that into it. We ran into one of my cousins up there. I have a million of them. We ran into one of my cousins up there and her kids, so we sat with her and her boys. But Levi was antsy the whole time, and I would have just left, but there were so many people in the room, like it was hard to get to the exit, so I just tried to keep him entertained, but it was kind of a flop. I think if he was a little older, he would have enjoyed it better. But the guy, honestly, who did it was, like, kind of boring. Like, I don't know. I feel like that show would be really good for kids who are super, super, super into animal facts. But if your kid's not super into that, the guy wasn't really entertaining enough for everybody. That's just my opinion. Because the show was like the same length in time as the dinosaur show. And the guy who did the dinosaur show, he showed a couple of puppets, but mostly he was like up there like talking and telling jokes. But he was like super animated and entertaining, and Levi was like zoned in on him the whole time. Whereas the guy doing the animal show today was kind of boring. That's the truth. Sorry, my alarm went off. I have to get Levi up and ready because I have my doctor's appointment today here at 3 o'clock. It's now 1:45. Excuse me. Apple juice makes me burp. Does anybody else have that problem with apple juice? I'm the same way with soda. That one makes sense because it's carbonated, but apple juice makes me burp too. Anyways, I need to get him up because we need to head to my parents because my parents are watching Levi while I go to the doctor because I will likely have to go get my blood drawn so they can test my thyroid. We shall see. Honestly, I don't think it is thyroid related. I really think it is stress related. But just to be on the safe side, they'll probably want to test and check my thyroid, which means I'll have to get my blood drawn. Not really looking forward to that, but yeah. So I'm gonna go get him ready and I'll check with you guys a little bit later on. Okay, just finished at the doctor's. There are people coming around the corner here. Did not expect those people to come around the corner. That was awkward. Okay, just finished at the doctor's. He's leaning towards stress-related alopecia. But there's also a possibility of it being the thyroid disorder. Originally, he was saying no about the thyroid, but that he would just check me just to be on the safe side. And then, sorry, I'm trying to get this paper out. Then he like got out this book because he said he didn't know a whole lot about alopecia. And he said he's going to just pretty much give it a couple months, assuming all the blood work comes back normal. And as long as I'm having hair growth within the next 2 months and it's not getting any worse, then he's gonna, you know, we're gonna call it a day because it's gonna take like a good year for all my hair to come back. But yeah, he was reading and it kind of got him a little more, he seemed a little more worried about it when he said it could be, I'm not sure, it's some other kind of thyroid disorder, but it had some kind of another name with it. I'm trying to see if it says anything on here. I don't really know. But he like looked at my thyroid or felt it and said it felt fine. But I'm not seeing that other name on here and I'm not really sure what it was. You all know how those medical terms and stuff are. It was something thyroid disorder. And on here it just says screening for thyroid disorder. It doesn't say that other word first. So we're gonna head over to the hospital. I'm gonna get my blood drawn and we'll see where we go from here. Well, had my blood drawn and I guess we'll see what we hear back. I have a friend who is an It Works consultant and I see her post like before and after pictures and stuff on Facebook for their hair, skin, and nail supplement along with all the other stuff that she sells. So I think I'm gonna buy that and give it a go. Try it out, so I will let you guys know if it works or not. I'm always skeptical about that kind of stuff, but I guess I'm gonna try it and I'll let you guys know what I find out about the blood work. If anything comes of it, hopefully it's negative and it's nothing and it's just stress related. But on the other hand, if it's stress related, that might mean the next time I get stressed out I'll have my hair fall out again, which kind of freaks me out, but we'll see, I guess. It is clouding up, looks like it might rain. I hope it doesn't because Mom's wanting to go shopping, so hopefully we have no problems. So, just a little overview on the rest of the day that we had. We went back to my parents after, well, I went back to my parents after going to the doctor, and I had dinner with them, and then Dad left for work, and then Mom and Levi, went poking around a few of the local stores. I'm sorry, my hair looks so pretty. I can't stop looking at it. Like, I love these beachy waves that are going on. I'm so mad because I got that bald spot, so I can't wear it down. So anyways, we went poking around a few stores. We went into TJ Maxx. Mom got Levi a few pairs of pajamas. One of the sets she got him is in a 2T. And I asked her, you know, if she could get them in a 2T because, like, they were really cute. And, like, I was like, yeah, the shorts would be a little big on him, but we'll, like, pull him up to his chest. And then, like, the shirt might be big on him, but, like, he can wear it and he'll grow into it. And it'll last him, like, almost a year because 2T, I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think 2T and 24 months are kind of like the same thing. Could be wrong. I'm new at all this baby clothes kind of stuff. So, anyways, she got him a pair of 18-month Elmo jammies, which technically he won't be into 18-month until December-ish time frame. But right now he can wear between a 10 and a 12-month. He's got a few 18-month things that he can wear, but they're just a little bit big on him. And like I said, the 2T jammies, like, we got him in a 2T so he could grow into them. But I was surprised they fit him. Like, the shorts were a little bit big, and the shirt is a little bit big. I expected that. But they really fit him really well. So I was really surprised. They look so cute on him. Little Ninja Turtle jammies. So we got that, and then we went over to Ulta and poked around Ulta for a little bit, and that store just makes me feel poor. Anybody else feel like that when you go into Ulta or Sephora? Like, there's all this stuff I'd love to buy, and, like, half of it is, like, you know, $50 starting price, and I'm like, it's a fucking eyeshadow palette, and you want $50? The fuck? For eyeshadow? I don't know. Where I can see you. Yeah, so I went in there because I was wanting to poke around, and I was wanting to see the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I thought maybe it was out, and it's not. It's just a lot of PR going on, so everybody you see on YouTube right now who has the Naked Heat is just getting it through PR. But they have lots of displays out right now for the Urban Decay regular palette, and I'd like to get a couple of those, but they're so expensive. I have one of the little Naked Basic palettes, and I love it. Like, their eyeshadow is really, really good. But, I asked for it for Christmas, and it's really expensive. Sorry, got like an itch on my nose. But yeah, going into Ulta just makes me feel poor. And I keep trying to remind myself, like, I would like to get into doing more makeup things on my channel. But my whole idea with doing makeup, where'd the dog go? Oh, she was right in front of me, I just couldn't see her. It's kind of under the swing. I would be sitting on the swing, but it rained, so not sitting on the swing. Anyways, I would like to start doing more makeup related things on my channel. I feel like I finally figured out the lighting and the camera angles, and I feel like my makeup skills have really improved. But if I'm going to bring makeup to you guys, I want to make sure that it's good quality and affordable. And right now, good quality and affordable for me has been the Wet n Wild palette. It was a limited edition though, so that really sucks. But you can still find it on eBay. You can find brand new ones of them on eBay. And they go from like $24 to I think $34 is the eBay prices on them. But you get like a ton of shadows in there. Like, there's a ton. So, I mean, I think it's well worth the price. Like, I got mine for Christmas, so I didn't pay for it. But you get like 2 like eyeliners in there. You get like a little brush in there. And then you just get a whole slew of different colors. And they're all really good quality. I haven't found a color in the palette yet that I don't like. And I just did a whole look on it, so I'll link it down below, but it's coming out Monday, so I'm really excited about the way that one turned out. So, I might start doing some more looks. I did this look today. I've had it on all day long, but using the Wet n Wild palette, and I think it's held up pretty well. Got like a black smudge right there. And it's a little worn, but I've had it on all day. I think I put it on at like, oh, we had to be at the library for the show at like 10 in the morning. So I probably put it on about 8:30, and it's now like 8:45 at night, so however many hours that is how long I've had it on. but I feel like it's held up really, really well, and all of the looks I've created with this palette so far, like, I'm really impressed with, and I really like them. So I think it's a good value palette. I think that the quality is there, and the price is pretty good. So as long as that palette is still available on eBay, I feel like I'm going to keep bringing you guys looks with it, because you can still get it. But anyways, we're going to take the dog on inside, and I'm going to work on getting something started to upload on YouTube. I'm going to go to the bathroom because I feel like I'm going to pee my pants. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. It is Friday. Well, I guess it's more afternoon now. It's 12:07. I just finished donating plasma, arm all banded up. And Levi hung out in the playroom for the first time. He seemed to enjoy it. They had lots of little toys, and they had cartoons on for him, and the lady seemed really nice. And I don't know, he seemed to overall enjoy it and had fun. I like that when you take them in there, like, the door locks, and like even you yourself, the parent, can't get back in the room. The teacher has to open the door, so you can't have just like random people walking in there. I think that's fantastic. Sorry, my nose is running today, and I've got like some kind of a spot here. Can you see that? Kind of red. I don't know if that's a pimple or like a dry spot, like right here. That guy, it hurts real bad. Anyway, he hung out in the playroom and he seemed to really enjoy it. And then, yeah, my donation went really well. And then on the very last, and they like put this saline solution back in to like help rehydrate you. And I had like this really bad lightheadedness come over me, which has never happened before during my donations. Granted, it's like only my third one. But it was really weird. It didn't last very long. As soon as he had me all unhooked from everything, like, I felt fine and normal. But I asked them, I was like, you know, is it normal to feel lightheaded? And they're like, no. And so, like, they had to bring a nurse over and, like, all this other stuff and check me out. And they took me back to, like, the nurse's office, and I had to, like, drink a Gatorade and eat chips, like, in front of her. And then she, like, took my vitals several times. And then they all decided I was fine and could leave. So, the consensus is that I didn't eat close enough to time of donation, because I had breakfast at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere in there, and I donated at 10:30, and they said that I need to eat like 20 minutes before I go in to donate. So if you decide to donate plasma, make sure you eat like a good meal before you come in, like 20 minutes before you come in, or you'll have to stick around like an extra 45 minutes while you get poked and prodded and stared at and have to eat food in front of people, and it's really awkward. It's really very awkward. But everyone there is super nice and was like super doting, I guess, and they kept coming around and checking if I was okay, which for me that's super weird. Like, I'm not one to like attention from other people. I like to be inconspicuous and not stand out, and so to have everybody be like, are you okay? It felt like all the staff knew what was going on, because I just had like random people that I hadn't talked to today pop in and be like, are you okay? What's going on? I heard you're lightheaded. And like the nurse is sitting right there with me, and then they'd ask the nurse, is she okay? What's, you know, is she okay? And are you feeling okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I wish I hadn't said anything. But it is good that they're like that doting, because like, it is a medical procedure. Like, you are having blood taken out of your body, it's being mixed with an anticoagulant, and it's being put back into your body, and they're taking the plasma out. So, I mean, things can happen. And, you know, it's a good thing that for me, it was just, I didn't eat before coming in. He was like starving. You can see that bottle going on back there. So lucky for me, like, it's not a big deal. I just need to get my blood sugar back up, blah blah blah. But yeah, that was my adventure for the morning. So we're gonna head on home because Levi is being fussy, but we need, I feel like I got like a rough spot right here. What is going on with my skin? I need to take Levi up to the library sometime today so he can get his prize for the summer reading program. He's finished the second week, so he gets to go get another prize. And then I need to go to the bank and deposit some monies. I think that's everything I have to do today. Yeah, so we're gonna head on home. So I went ahead and stopped at Kroger on our way home just because we were on this end of town to pick up the Free Fridays deal. If you've been watching me for a while, probably getting sick of me talking about it, but if it's your first time watching me, Kroger does a thing called Free Fridays. You gotta sign up for their Kroger app and sign up for their notifications, and they will notify you every Friday what the free item is, and then you can get on your app and you can load the coupon for the free item to your Kroger card, and then when you go through to buy your stuff, you swipe your Kroger card and that item is free. And you can go in and only, you know, get that one item. That's totally cool. You can definitely do that. Today I actually bought a couple things. Most of the time I just go in and get that free item. So today's Free Friday item is some Harborough Golden Bear gummies. Really? He just had one. He loves gummy bears. I just want to come on here and let you guys know about the Free Friday item for today. I definitely think everyone should get the Kroger app and do Free Fridays if there's a Kroger in your area and you can do it. Because it's good. It's like the second thing of gummies they've done though. I'm not complaining. I like me some gummy bears. And so does he. You want another one? Bite? Yeah. Of course you want to bite. So it is now Saturday and we are on our way to the Haynes-Apperson Festival. It's a festival to celebrate the town's heritage. There's food, there's rides, there's games. It's a festival. Mike, you say hi?
Hi.
Yep. So we parked down by the parking garage because I figured things would be hectic down here, and it's not very far a walk, like maybe 1/4 of a mile from the parking garage. The parking garage was empty. Figured it would be packed. Everything down here is packed. All the parking spaces look pretty much taken. But I'll show you guys the festival when we get there. Got a couple of pork tenderloins for dinner. We already got mayonnaise on mine. Mike's put mayonnaise on his. They're out of pickle and no lettuce, but they should still be good. You ready for another bite, Daddy? Is that good stuff? Mmm, funnel cake. Or elephant ear, huh? Elephant ear with caramel sauce.
He wants it now.
Yum, pineapple whip. What do we think of that? Is that yummy? Is that yummy? Yum. Yeah, go for it. Hey, there you go. There's one. Get some more. More, Ducky.
Grab it. Oh. Okay, we're going with that one.
That one? One more.
Have one more.
Take it,
One
Ducky.
more. Get that one.
Get it.
There you
want to
go.
get his hand wet.
Oh.
Pick it up.
There you go.
Good
Good job. All right,
Good job, baby.
anything in here. Anything at all.
Sweet. What do you want, baby? Do you want a giraffe?
Just throw it in the water. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. So just got back from the fair, from having dinner. We laid Levi down for a little nap. So I can't talk too long because I'm sure he's still awake as long as he is hearing me. But Levi got to play the ducky game where, you know, they've got like ducks in like the circular pond and the kid gets to take a duck out and they win a prize. So he got to pick out 3 ducks, and from those 3 he won a giraffe. So that was kind of neat. And it was also neat because it wasn't just like a shitty prize, you know? Like when I was a kid, you'd get like some stupid Chinese finger trap, and then if you wanted a better prize, you'd have to pay like another $5 to play the game, and then you'd have to exchange your Chinese finger trap to level up. You'd do that until you got a good prize, and by then you'd spend like 40 or 50 bucks for something stupid. So this was like $5. He got to pick out 3 duckies, and he got a giraffe. But we're going to be going back a little later this evening for the fireworks show, so I'm sure I will check in with you then.
saying I think if the light would go up, it would make the bug. We got bug bites.